Hey guys, it's Fofo Tsukiyomi, and this video should be uploaded on the day of episode Nagi's premiere date. So congratulations to Nagi, and in honor of that, we're going to be doing the lazy prodigy of the NEL's worst to best clubs in the NEL. So let's get to its worst. And fifth place for Nagi Seichiro in the NEL is Manshine City. This just did not work out for him. And since Isagi was his first match, there was no chance in hell he was going to have any other good games. He was only going to have one good game and be done with it. And we basically saw the boat of him and Rail just sinking down because Nagi dragged Rail down because Nagi couldn't beat Isagi himself. And Nagi has a problem that I've talked about in many videos that I'm not going to talk about today. And let's just move on to the other teams. Fourth place is Ubers. Now this is a shocker because Ubers would perfectly figure out how Nagi can work in their system and like tell Nagi what to do, and Nagi is usually the person who just does what he's told to do, as Rail always commands him on what to do. As yeah, this would work, but against Metavision users like Isagi, he would become boring. And since Bao's on that team, Bao would be the one doing the hard carrying, and Nagi wouldn't even be able to flourish as the team would be built around Bao and not Nagi. And this would not be the best way for Nagi to go, as Nagi's more of a creative person than a robot. He works best under the most creative circumstances. And if the team is focused to support Bao, Nagi would not be able to figure out how to be creative, as shown in episode Nagi when Bao, Chiguri, and Nagi were working together, Nagi was not able to do anything in that circumstance, and I feel like it would be the same here. Third place would be PXG, and this would be way better than Ubers because of one man, and his name is Charles Chevalier. Charles would definitely find Nagi's trapping skills impressive, and that would lead to Charles taking liking to Nagi. The only problem is Charles will also take a liking to Shido, and before the final match against Bastard Moon, Charles was assisting Rin too because Rin had a lot of game time, especially with the hat-trick against Manshine. And when the 15-minute system was between Rin and Shido, Charles had to serve Rin. So depending on the situations, I could see Nagi not going to be able to get the ball most of the time, and he would have limited game time thanks to the Rin and Shido rule. I doubt he would get as limited game time as someone like Karasu and the rest, but like yeah, I do not know how well he would link up with Shido. I think he would be able to, but I feel I'm having a hard time seeing who Charles would choose between the two of them, because actually I think they would just put Nagi with Rin, and that would make Rin have to work really hard, because right now Rin is going to have to work really hard to bring PXG to his feet again, because right now Charles and Shido are carrying PXG and Rin has not been able to shine because Charles is ignoring him. Now there's problems, game time, and the fact that there's other strikers on this team. But the plus side is that they face Bastard München last, so Nagi would have the ability to perform well in all the games. Now second place is Bastard München. This team is Isagi's team, and since Nagi cannot beat him because he's on the same team as Isagi, and Isagi believes in Nagi and knows how to help Nagi, not mentally, but like Isagi always pushes Nagi's to new limits. He always pushes his boys to new limits. Look at Corona. Bro was fighting for his life when Isagi unlocked Metavision, but Bro was carrying him to the kingdom. Bro carried Hiyori to the kingdom too. Bro saved his soccer career. So yeah, I feel like Isagi would find a way to save Nagi, as he even made Kunigami a system in the past 2 chapters. And with that, Nagi would have his best winning team because Bastard München would win all their games with Nagi on fire. And I feel like this would be the most motivated Nagi on the best team possible. And if you're worrying about how Charles was the one assisting him in PXG, he already could easily fulfill that role. But I do not feel like Nagi personally would flourish. I feel like he would be at his best in terms of performing and being utilized. But in terms of his self-performance, because he's an individualistic type as shown, this would not be his best club, as the best club for individualistic types is a club full of originality and not rationality, because Nagi's not a rational person, which is number 1, FC Barcha. Without a doubt, anyone could know that this is the perfect place for Nagi. If you want to be original, here's the place. And Nagi is completely original. People say he has no creativity. That's not the problem. He gets creative as soon as he gets the pass. Depending on the pass, that's his creative style. If he gets a super good pass, he will get creative on that. Even if he gets a super crap pass from Isagi, he would still do like a back heel trap like he did against Barrow and even Chigiri. So Nagi can get very creative. The problem is his creativity is limited to the passes he can get. And if he doesn't get a pass, he's doomed. Similar to Isagi. If Isagi cannot get a pass, he's kind of doomed. Although he is very good at like playmaking, unlike Nagi, so Isagi has that going for him. But with FC Barcher there, I'm pretty sure Lavino would get very interested in him and give him ideas. He wouldn't tell Nagi what to do. He would just like give him like a few hints, like how he did with Bachua to make him mature his dribbling. So I feel like we would get a very mature trapping Nagi. And since FC Barcher is very fluid with their creativity, and Bachua is like a creative monster, I feel like Bachua's passes would just give Nagi new ideas and he would just flourish as a striker himself. And with the fact that there isn't a lot of competitions for the striker, I feel like Nagi could flourish here. And without Rail, yeah, I feel like Nagi would have fun here because it's just originality, creativity, and being awesome. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. This was probably my longest NEL talk video, but what should I do next? I'm planning on doing Itoshi Save. I don't get any comments, but let me know in the comment section if you guys want anyone else. Peace out.